he likes our work and wants us to go up there to help them solve a case. You wanted something like this to happen, right? Yeah, let's do it. Isn't this a bit out of Boston? Yeah, this is Cambridge. But Cambridge amalgamated into Boston a few years ago. Boston's county took the city and everything. Wow. Weak behavior, huh? Is this your first time up here? Yeah, we don't know how long we're staying. Well, I hope you two make yourselves comfortable.
You're Inspector Tommy? Come this way. We've seen your reports on various detective cases and your competence in each. The police department would like your input with the following case. There have been a series of murders in the Minnesota area. Murders involving traced back to the trail of one man named Javel Anderson, who has been seen in the last month in Boston, Cambridge. We've been trying to get as much information as we can on this suspect. We would like you to send any information you can find as to his whereabouts.
We understand. We'll do what we can. Let's solve this whole case instead.
Are you sure? Because they just want us to solve what we can and offer information. You don't know what you're asking for if you're just overcompensating.
Overcompensating? Jamie, we can do this. We've handled similar cases before and we can handle this. From what they said, he's reclusive, so we need to track when he does go outside. And we're trying to spy into his daily life so we can ascertain that he's the correct suspect and then catch him in his routines and arrest him. We're gonna need a proxy. The proxy has to ingratiate himself into his life and acquire the details needed for this case. Do we know anybody who grew up in Minnesota?
Somebody on our team did, actually.
Perfect. Is he with us on this trip?
Yeah, it's Wint. Ask him what he can do.
Hey, Wint. Have you heard of a man named Javel Anderson?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, he's actually the suspect on this case that we're here for in Boston.
I actually went to school with him. At least someone with that name.
Okay, whoa. We'll make sure that you're talking about the same Anderson. But if he is, we want you to go undercover for us on this case, okay? We want you to catch up with him. And after you caught up with him, we want you to listen carefully for his demeanor. Then we want you to peer into his demeanor to see if that fits our profile. We need to be able to understand that much if we're to arrest him for questioning. Are you up for this?
Yeah, sure.
Wow, this is a room.
We've chosen from the best hotels with the best amenities to suit you, Miss Snowden.
Why?
You're a guest detective in our case. We want our guests of the police department to be as clear as possible when solving new cases. Therefore, we put you in one of the most luxurious hotels in Boston, Cambridge. An idea hopefully in line with the people who came from the best schools in the world, which are here. Why are you on the bus?
I feel coddled. How luxurious their setup is scaring me. How's the development on this case?
We've been monitoring locations on the CCTV system with the Boston police, looking for places that Anderson frequents. There's a cafe we've noticed a pattern with. A place decently close to Lincoln Park. This is Cambridge specifically. A coffee house on Massachusetts Avenue and Inman Street. A great place to stage a random encounter.
Hey, nice meeting you here.
We've been following him for a good 3 weeks, and it's clear that this is a place that he frequents.
I heard you went to Canada for school and have been gone for years.
Actually, I live in Colorado. I'm here now on vacation.
How was it?
It was nice. I had to keep on remembering the stuff from school to talk to him about.
Day 1 was good. Caught off guard a bit, but all went well. More today. He's more sympathetic than I would have thought.
I'm pretty happy about my kid and my wife. We've been living in Colorado for about a year. My daughter's been getting better at understanding things. I love it. My job pays me well. I get to live comfortably. And are you okay?
Honestly, life has been a tremendous mess for me. I just worked odd job after odd job, and my life has been really lonely. I have arguments I don't know how to partake in, and to be honest, I wish I followed a better path because I've been lost for at least 30 years. I wish I was loved properly. I've been put at the large slump end of fortune, and I simply wasn't able to make it out. See, I had curiosities that were considered unacceptable because my family didn't see other people liking them. So I was put through various sports in school. Eventually I turned 18 and told my family I wanted to go into computers instead. They were furious. They didn't understand computers. They were from Eastern Europe. So they didn't give me any help, and I moved out, and I lived alone. And I did job after job to pay to buy a computer. And then I had to figure out how I could get a job in the field, but all that knowledge of these other jobs spread me thin because I wasn't actually able to work on it. I kept on trying to compete with these guys, but there was no way at that point. I mean, this is all a systemic issue, right? The world shouldn't have to be this hard. It's not my fault I failed, is it?
If you want me to continue talking to him, I'd like to have a week off to collect myself. He's too depressing.
What would you do?
Probably go and make love to my wife. Or hire an escort since I'm so far from her.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, I know it seems wild or drastic. It would simply be a clean solution to a lack of an outlet for my emotions here. Seeing my wife again would be a problem.
Logistics-wise.
But that's why I asked for a week, Tommy.
Fine, I'll give you a week, Wint.
Thank you. What sucks about him is a fear of people's responses that has impeded him throughout his life. It seems like he just let people decide his life for him, even when he was trying to rebel. He's ambitious, but he wasn't nurtured for it.
I have this story I need to tell you. I haven't told many people about this, but I feel close to you. I think I know I'm weak. I think I know I'm just weak. I don't get to be aware of myself that much anymore these days, but occasionally I get to feel clear and in touch with myself. I think it's the weakness of frustration within me that sees that I can't control my life and I become aggressive.
I think this might be it.
I have to go. I'm sorry.
You care about what I have to say, though.
Yes. I'll be back here tomorrow. I know you may think I don't care because I had to go earlier yesterday, but I do care. Tell me what you need to, Javel.
I'm simply trying to be aware of this problem that I have. When I was younger, I loved to fight people. The rush of adrenaline and the quickness of my hits made me so excited. One day I broke this kid's jaw. He's had facial reconstruction surgery and he's been twitching ever since. My family got to know theirs in order to show me what I had done. And then I'd sworn off violence ever since. But then there was a point where I felt like people were emasculating me. I would notice it when I was out. I hated it. I tried as hard as I could, and then I relapsed. I swore I would never do it again. I told myself that's what I used to be. But then, used to became every now and then. And I haven't been able to control what I've done to a lot of people. Hey. Hey. What's that? Oh my god. What could you be recording? What are you hiding? Why is that on? Why did I think this was a good idea?
Tommy, we can still track him down. But I'm responsible. Yes, but this happens at the line of duty. We have an opportunity and we don't have the time to process this right now. We have to catch this man. Check the security cameras near the coffee house.
Tommy, what's the purpose of your line of work?
To help people. We have skills that other people don't possess and have decided to use them to help people solve the issues brought to us upon request. As our skills are suitable to this practice.
We've been hired by the police department to solve this case. To help, really, but you want to solve it. We have to continue to work on it.
It's just that I never realized the capacity of the danger that I can put people in as a leader.
Can you bring yourself to continue solving this case?
I don't feel competent. I don't feel like I deserve their trust.
Do you trust yourself?
No. I don't trust myself with other people's safety.
Why?
Because I let one die.
Well, this only happened once. And early enough in your career that you probably won't have it happen again. I understand that you're scared, but we need to solve this case. You didn't let one die, by the way. You just realized how dangerous your culprit is.
Have you repented yet?
I don't believe anyone I know has cared about religion in the past 20 years. Neither do I.
How do you handle suffering?
Time heals all wounds.
How do you handle letting yourself down? You can redeem yourself.
Why do you care about how I respond to that question?
Because it's important to think about the things we did, sir.
He's following you.
This is the plan.
I think you're about to get in deep trouble with this plan.
We're supposed to trap him.
A man with a clear capacity to harm is about to harm you, Tommy. We can see it on the CCTV.
I don't know what you're doing asking those questions, girl. You could get yourself hurt. I'm trying to figure out why your childhood friend is missing. And why you're connected to 7 murders. You're in big trouble, you know, you shit.
I've wanted a friend for so long. Yet I've become deathly paranoid of letting people in. I hate to be vindicated for my fear. My thoughts are supposed to be my thoughts to ignore. Now, you're going to be in a lot of pain. If you want to try and kill me, go ahead.
Do we have Tommy's location? Christ, we need to get there now!
Tommy, are you okay? It's probably best if we don't talk about it. What really caught me was that over time I began to think he wasn't that bad because he showed he was intelligent, but it just meant that he's an intelligent, violent man. That's all I want to say about it.